So just so we don't bury the lead here, Casey retired this week from USAV after about 12 years. Let's start by talking a little bit about that decision. How long did it take you to make the decision to step away, and what are kind of some of the factors involved in that?
Well, as you know well, Craig, and I think many of the people who see this video may well know, it's when you have a smaller private company, and small by Wall Street terms is anything under $1 billion capitalization. So we're all small. When you have a small private company, the process of transition, liquidity, moving on, retirement, it's a very complicated process. We can't just walk away and lock the door, at least generally most of us. And so Chris Whitley and I, who essentially have been the controlling interest in USAV for forever, have been discussing transition alternatives for a long time, at least 5 years. More recently, however, as we begin to talk about teaming up with PSA Security and joining the security and AV businesses, part of my discussion with Bill Bozeman, CEO of PSA, was that I was looking for a transition fairly promptly after we negotiated and completed that arrangement. And on further discussion, I said a year would be about the right amount of time, and Bill agreed. And so we hit upon that. And so our 1-year anniversary is just a few days behind us, and that was the driving strategy.
I was actually wondering about that. I did notice that your retirement came basically a year after the announcement that PSA had bought USAV, and I didn't know if that was a part of the conversation at that time. It seems like it was.
It was not coincidental, and of course, I guess I can say this because I am one. Us old guys, to a certain extent, it may be time for us to move off into the sunset. But certainly, Chris Whitley, my business partner, is much younger than I and is committed much longer to the business in the long term. But that was my plan, more or less, from the beginning.